Lali-ho everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play SaGa Frontier Remastered. That took longer to get to that than I thought it would, but hey! So, we did our grinding. Don't mind the numbers that are low and at 0. So Fuse ended up learning Rising Nova and Wheel Swing, and looking it up offline, at least in the original game, he actually has a fair amount of sword talent, so yeah, that was actually a really good idea. Rouge, I think Rouge ended up learning a rune magic. Yeah, wall. And not be JK. Although, yeah, there was no mechs for me to fight. Riki has Griffin Scratch and Flaming Veil. I basically fought the Black Dragons until he learned Griffin Scratch. He also managed to get Petrifying Gas. That's just kind of a whatever. I did have to sacrifice the Sanctuary stone in there to fully heal after learning Petrifying Gas. But we now have Griffin Scratch and Flaming Veil, so we have a fairly good 2-form combo. Right now, Riki is a Suzaku, but he becomes something very special whenever he's not a Suzaku. And I have Flaming Veil at the bottom of the list for a reason. I want a Wing Slap to be counted before it. So yeah, we're swapping out Frigid Smash now. Frigid Smash helps quite a bit, actually. I like that leaving the IRPO actually gives us a police car. Anyway, let's stop by the inn here. And yeah, we still have ingots on us, so let's sell those ingots and then go to Baccarat. There we go, plenty of money. And let's buy some more not max potions, let's buy some more power cures, and now start getting some max potions. Note that it is ineffective on mechs, so I will have to go buy Shrike and get some, oh, what's the word? Some repair kits. Let's actually go ahead and do a shopping trip real quick. So yeah, the grinding took me a little bit, but it wasn't too bad. It's just all about getting lucky, honestly. Sometimes you can get it, like, within the first couple of tries, and sometimes it takes a couple hours. I'm gonna get some Pearl Hearts. I don't know if I need them, but I'd rather have them on hand. I still have a couple of Blood Chalices. Actually, let me see what all I need here. So, you really don't need... That's arts. You don't really need Blood Chalice. You have Harmonium Earring. I do need to still get you a Purple Eye. Yeah, so I still need 2 Purple Eyes, because I need a Purple Eye for him too. Well, I could use the Sand Vessel, but I do need to still get Purple Eye regardless. So, let's get 2 Purple Eyes. And the Pearl Hearts are just in case I run into problems in the swamp, basically. Although I don't really need 5 because I forgot I have the Mizugami. Not the Pearl Heart. Why am I was thinking about the Pearl Heart and just immediately, yeah, we'll just draw the Pearl Heart on there. No, you're not trying to do Pearl Heart right now. Forget the Pearl Heart. Get the Purple Eye. Thank you. Okay. You do have, yeah, you have Purple Eye. Just making sure. Yes, I think him is going to be better than, the word I'm thinking of. And I think this shield is better. Mizugami is technically better than that, and there's some that you like. The Wonder Bang, actually the Wonder Bangle you can buy from here is pretty good. It's not, see, it only does against projectiles though, so it's not the best. Hey, let me go, thank you. The XL shield, I think, would be a good option for us, but we're fine on how we are. So from here, let's go to Shrike. And we're really only coming over here for repair kits, but I do need some more repair kits. I'm running fairly low. That's the wrong guy. Yeah, it's you. And because we don't have the ability to repair, we're just going to buy a whole mess of repair kits. Nothing really worth buying from him, and let's get out of here. Is there anything else we needed? Wait a minute. Just thought of something. I'm going to save that for later, because I don't want to overdo the BR real quick, because going through the Bioresearch Laboratory would definitely do that. Anyway, so let us go to Yorkland, since it's on the list already. And we'll go to Kurong from here. It's down, yes. I wonder if Fuse is going to say getting drunk. Maybe I should take a drink with him. Look for the Grail card. I don't know why I see him with a Joey voice. I should just try to maintain that entirely for him. Please tell me they gave him special text like they did Red and who was it, Amelia, I think it was. Okay, no, if it's just looking for the Grail card still. I can't really say that I blame them. I don't know. He does drink quite a bit, apparently, from understanding him going drinking with Ren, and I'm assuming Silence, most likely. But I do love how, Red, and I'm fairly certain... Did Blue have a special reaction? I don't know if he does or not. Oh, hello. That's an accident. No. Also, I prefer alcohol levels to be, like, reasonable. Not, like, super high, but I want to actually feel something. 5% is too low. Like, 5% is you might as well not be drinking it. I'm sorry. Then again, maybe that's just the Irish and German blood in me. Anyway. And it walked me right out of... Okay. Let's see here. See if I can creep my way. Let me quick save here. And yeah, we're pretty well ready, I hope. Ah, oh no. Okay, we're gonna have to find an extra one apparently. Oh, it's a basilisk. Let's slow it down. Basilisks are interesting. And Fuse fell asleep. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Oh, you are angry. Okay, we'll just defend. Still trying to learn. Here, so let me boost Laser Phantasm. Laser Ghost. Dead. So yeah, basilisks aren't that bad. Let's get rid of Frozen Smash, and we got Poison Gas, and yes, the other form is a Griffin. I believe it's actually Griffin Jr., but... Oh, was that Stasis Ring? That may have been Stasis Ring. Poison Gas... Yeah, we're keeping Petrified Gas. Basically, if I learn something that's worth replacing Petrifying Gas, then I will... Yeah, that was Stasis. I will switch Petrifying Gas to the top and replace it that way. Okay, this is going to be us fighting these two. I don't really have much of a way of a choice. And let's speed it up to ×2. So, yes. Uh-oh. Oh, that's not good. We do not want Griffin Buddy to kick our own butt here. He has him. He could do it. Well, no. Well, him is... Okay, him wouldn't kill us, but... Twin Gales... Well, actually, I found out I need to use regular slashes on him. Okay. Okay, triple thrust, that's not bad. See, there's only 3 moves that learn, what's it called? Life Sprinkler. 2 of them are actually only available to, katanas. And since I'm not using katanas, then I'm gonna have to use regular slash. Let's get the Battlefly, actually. Pain Powder. We've gotten Pain Powder before. Oh, no. Now we're a bird. Oh, I bet that's one of that's the same thing as both of those, isn't it? Oh, no, it's a magic. Why did it... that's strange. Let me do that. Maybe that'll help. Maybe that'll help. That does mean that this fight's going to be a little bit more interesting. Not by a lot, granted. Yeah, well, I don't know why I cycled around like that. Soul Rune. Nice. Well, I did not move far enough to the left. Fortunately, these basilists aren't that bad. Now, there are some other forms that are pretty good to use as well, besides the Griffin and Suzaku mix. The only problem I have with them is that they utilize a lot of space. And Griffin uses a lot of its own. Too much alcohol. Hallucination. And we got the real card. And we're out of here. And let's see if we can very cautiously make our way back out the same way that we have been. I think it's right here. Yes. Awesome. And with that, let's go back to Kurong. And from Kurong, we can go to Baccarat, and that only leaves Wakadu. But of course, to get to Wakadu, we are going to have to, wait. Is Amelia gonna be here? Oop, wrong way. I was so distracted by thinking about if Amelia's gonna be here. So owned by the gnomes. Because Amelia's like right up here usually. Yeah, there she is. Hi there. Gold? Have you ever heard of the gnome spirits? They just love collecting gold. But do they really exist? How's this gonna work? Aren't we trying to chase her? Like, story-wise, right this moment, we're chasing her. Alright, now we need to go up and see him go down the elevator. Which is on this day. I just have to see him go this way. Go up. He's in the elevator going down. And we go back down a few floors. Get in the elevator ourselves. You know, they may not have Amelia... Oh, that's right. Just... I guess they may have her ignore that. Or maybe she'll join us because of the story thing. I have no idea. Let's go to parking and let's find out. Yeah, she's just not going to join us. Okay, that makes sense. Juke all the monsters. Avoid all the fights. Haha. Hand over the gold card. We can't just give it to you. We want gold. Gold, not your money. That is, unless your money's made of gold, then we'll take it. Yes, bring us gold. Better bring lots of it. Did you bring lots of gold? Ah, gold. And lots of it too. Here, take the card. As it falls slowly from the sky. Haha! Haha! That's exhilarating when that works. I'm surprised Fuse didn't recognize her, though. Not gonna lie. Anyway, so we gotta go back to Scrap. Because we still gotta pick up a drunk. Yeah, Jin missed out on drinking all of the fun alcohol. Oh, wait, I gotta go talk to the guy. I keep forgetting. I've had Jin joining me automatically for so long with Riki and T260 and all that fun stuff. Namely, those two in general. That I forgot that I have to actually talk to this guy down here. Saw the guy use a steel pipe like a sword. The only sword skill like that's in Wakatu. Let's read from there. Where can I find him? What does it look like? What's his name? You know, it's a fairly long way around doing that, but that's a pillar that I got stuck behind. Now let's go to Scrap. I think this is the second time I had that issue, actually. I don't know what's wrong with me sometimes. Are you Jin? Huh? Looking for something, bud? Here, try some of this. Can you take me to Wakatu Castle? Wakatu? The hell's that? I know you're from Wakatu. I want to get the Saber Card. Saber Card. Saber Chamber. Alright, I'll take you there. But are you good enough to get the card? I just realized something hilarious. I'm sorry, it's literally just something really stupid that I've managed to accidentally do. So I've made a comment that I don't know why, but my voice for Fuse, it makes me think of Joey off of Yu-Gi-Oh! And because I have taught light magic to Fuse for the point of learning Saber Blade, or Saber Blade, Solar Blade, if I can say it right. I'm basically turning Fuse into a flame swordsman. I swear that wasn't intentional. And no one's gonna believe me. Sadly, we can't get the Comet Blade. Maybe I might go get it and use it. But it is a katana, and I'm trying not to use katanas with... Just for aesthetics purposes. I'm trying not to use a... Game? Trying not to use katanas on Fuse. Let's go ahead and just have Fuse solo these things. Although I could have him use Victory Rune. Yeah, he does do enough damage. Good. Okay. Yeah, you actually should be casting Victory Rune. Maybe a Vitality Rune, actually. I don't know why I'm casting it again. I'm only going to do that if there's only one enemy. No point in wasting time if there's more than one. Okay, why am I switching to that instead? Is it because Flaming Veil's at the bottom? Oh, it's under Beak. I bet that's it. So, let me do this. Now, I should swap back and forth between those two like that. But I bet it's Beak, because Beak will turn you into the big bird there. Alright. Eee. Okay. Anything worth absorbing here? Not really. There we go. Yeah, let's get the Triceratops. Tail Swipe. Okay, we're Griffin again, that's good. Okay. That was way off. Okay, that was the problem. Alright, good. Again, that was way off. I'm anticipating it to come around faster than it is. You know what? That poor sheep. That sheep was very dead. Okay. No. Well, the good news is that they destroyed everything in the room except for the Triceratops. Oh, it does do paralyze. Wow. There was actually a question on, Oh no, it's a pail. Oh no! There was a question on GameFAQs about if it did parapalsy or not. There we go. Well, we've completed our deck of cards. Does that mean it's time to duel? Anyway. Aw, I couldn't slip past the skeleton. Well, that sure didn't do much. That did, though. Oh no, not Death Synthesis. I actually don't like Death Synthesis because it messes up my healing abilities. Oh well, it'll be okay. This has a drop off, or jump off, doesn't it? I think it does. That or I'm wasting my time, but you know, we got a few minutes to kill, kind of. Wait, why is it doing this now? Oh, because Death Synthesis messed up. Yeah, that's why. There was an undead thing there. Oh right, these are the special ghosts. The ones that really should have been dead by now. Is he out of spots? I could have sworn he has a spot. Alright. That worked. Yeah, he does still have a spot. Okay, I'm not going insane. That's not what I'm gonna do. I like Rising Nova, but I'm actually gonna get rid of it because triple thrust has the upside of being long range because you use both hands, and because you use both hands, you're like keeping the enemy at bay, so veils and such don't affect you. If I remember correctly. Run. I'm not 100% sure why, but this music just makes me think of... What is it? Is it Illusion of Gaia? This is probably going to be the last time we come to Bokadu, so... It's been a pleasure, Bokadu. Love your music. Love your theming. Sad everything had to die here, but... Alright, so what is next? We've gone through our time quest, our Arcane quest. Really just need to set up and finish grinding now at this point. No, I don't think I've ever shown what I do for grinding, so why don't I do that real quick? So, generally speaking, what I end up doing to grind anything, like EXP, abilities, I'll come here to Shrike. Now, for low level, you don't want to do this because the Bio-Research Laboratory is incredibly powerful. It's always, I believe, 2 battle ranks higher than you. Up to the point that you max your battle rank. And, of course, even then, the way battle rank works is that, like, when you first change battle ranks, you usually run into, like, 1 or 2 monsters at most. And then later on, it's towards the end, right before it switches to the next battle rank, you can end up with a lot of monsters. So I'll come here to the Bio-Research Laboratory, and usually I ignore the undead, because most of the undeads, especially the Dullahans, are a pain in the butt. So I'll, like, fight this guy right here. And as of right now, he's a Shrieker. Okay, that's not bad. And if I'm trying to learn a technique, I'll have everyone else defend, and then I'll have my healers at the ready, and I usually will have someone, like if I'm learning rune magic, I'll use Vitality Rune on everybody, while my melee people get their abilities in. Now, it's a little more dangerous whenever this reaches Crystal Tree, because Crystal Trees have petrification. I don't know why I'm casting it on a robot. Crystal Trees have Petrification and Magnetic Storm, both very dangerous moves for enemies to use. Fortunately, though, I think that guy just does nothing but sound waves, so I probably can forego the runes. I say we're getting a decent amount of stats. There's really nothing. I don't think we can absorb anything useful here at the moment. Please go away. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, he's a Bloodsaurus right now. That's not bad, actually. I can fight the Bloodsaurus. We are going to attack him, and we are going to actually Victory Rune you. Suck Blood's not too bad. That Flaming Veil did more than the Sword Strike. I just want to point this out. But yeah, so this is how grinding sessions usually go. Sometimes I'll forego the magic casting like this. And just straight defend. Or I'll just have them spam... oh god, Feral Pounce. That's gonna get annoying. Have them spam, like, Victory Rune on themselves. Just so they have the trigger that they're... using moves. That's a butch. Okay, so with that, if I'm fighting Skullosauruses and butches here, that's 1 tier up from the unicorns, isn't it? And see, I'll even turn it on three times speed to do this. Yeah, Dwarf Rune. There we go. Don't really need to learn the runic magic necessarily. We've gotten Soul Rune, and the only thing I think we're missing is... oh no, we have all of them. That's Wall. So yeah, Rune Magic's done. Light Magic's done. Rune Magic's done. So the only one that needs to learn Light Magic now is Fuse. And... He also has rune magic. He can learn mind magic too. Who has? Oh yeah, you have terra magic. So now Silence. Okay, Silence can start using Saber to start leveling it up. Okay, well, leveling it up to start learning things. Same with Power Grab. So yeah, I usually fight just this first guy here. Then I'll leave this way, come back in, and all three of them respawn. So I just fight this guy again. See, now there's a metal thing there. So, defend. Actually, you need to start using Power Grab. So, come over here to Power Grab, start learning the Shadow Magic. You're still trying to learn Life Sprinkler. Although Life Sprinkler may be a little difficult. Let's actually go for Wheel Swing first. You can defend. And I think you're done, so you can defend. And see, the beauty of it is because you're fighting the first guy here, you can just leave this way. And run straight up here to heal. So if you run out of JP or WP, you know, there you go. You have a way of healing. I guess while I'm on camera, I do want to check one thing. Since they're too high for me to get unicorns, game. There we go. I can't remember if there's any beast enemies here in SaGa's Tomb. If you're ever having to farm specific enemies, fairies and slimes are good here in this room here. I'll just go ahead and do this. That's not going to take a second. At this point, I'm really just killing time. Trying to show off my grinding spots. And learning moves while I'm at it. Getting Riki stronger. So yeah, fairies and inorganic, as slimes are labeled, are good here. Undead, of course. There's plenty of places to get undead. But if you come up here, this is a good place for fairies and lizards and undead. And then this way, I showed that this way is good for mechs, but this is also good down here for fairies or mostly insects. So if you don't need rank 9 insects, then this is a great place up to rank 7. What's down this way? I don't remember what's down this way. It's undead and undead and inorganic, yeah. So that's some good places here. Plus there are mystic type enemies down below, I believe. Oh yeah, that doesn't fall anymore. We'll have to go down this way. Is it mystic or is it bird? It's mystic. So there's bugs and mystics downstairs. So that's what SaGa's Tomb has in it for grinding. If you're leveling monsters, make sure you're not just fighting the same type of enemy over and over again. It is actually much better with a monster in your party to fight all sorts of enemies so that you can get them more variety of abilities. So making SaGa's Tomb a good place to level monsters. I don't know if I can still get into Moo's Tomb now that we've finished the runic quest. Let's see. Okay, we do. So there are, of course, bugs right here, and inorganics right here. And there's beasts in here. There's not as many beasts, so this isn't really a good place to fight them, but a better place to be the Kuhong sewers. Alright, Dark Sphere is ours. Nice. So yeah, lizards and fairies. The biggest thing is knowing what type of enemy you need to be farming and finding a good spot for them. Now, I'm going to, like, shamelessly plug not my own stuff, but GameFAQs is a wellspring of information for this game. There are several really good guides, be it the monster guides, the data and mechanics guide. I can't tell you how many times I have returned to that guide. I did not notice the names, but just go to GameFAQs, and there's a lot of good information for anyone who wants information about this game. It is got... Data Mechanics Guide has even held true mostly 100% for the remaster, so... And I'm actually glad for it, because it has saved me a lot of time. I was actually coming to see it. Okay, still Manticore. Alright. So these have not hit the tier for Unicorn yet, and that's kind of what I'm hunting for. So I'll probably need to do some more grinding off-screen in order to get unicorns to start spawning here. Yeah, there's birds. There's not many birds in here, but you can fight birds in here. I don't really ever farm in this tomb. Or grind in this tomb. Because there's just too many of the monsters that are too far away. And plus, I did run into a point on one of the characters where I had been through it and I couldn't go back in. I can't remember if I did that on camera or not, but it was very strange and I wasn't sure what to do about it, so I had to find another way of finding those monsters. So for inorganics, undead, mystics, bugs, fairies, and lizards, Say's Tomb has got you covered. For the most part. There are a few exceptions, like things that you can't fight indoors. Makes it a lot more difficult. But if we go to Kurong, number one, you can fight birds straight off from Kurong. Come right this way, down on the lower map here, and there's always 3 birds here. And sometimes a 4th one that has a money bag. It's completely random. But yeah, so if you need to fight bird-type enemies, and you don't, well, that are not Suzakus, because they won't be Suzaku out here. It just does not get high enough. This area, and almost every other area that isn't a couple of special areas, are limited to battle rank 7, because there are 2 battle ranks under your actual... I think, wait, are they limited, or are they just... Are they -2? I can't remember if they're -2 or just locked at 7 up. Or 7 down. I honestly don't remember, but the idea is you can fight birds up to rank 7 here. And all you have to do is leave, go back, fight the first 2, leave, go back, there's the 2 again. So it's really simple to farm those. Now then, if we go to the Kurong sewers through the other direction, we can go this way. We're gonna have to fight these guys because Fuse is a officer of the law that ain't gonna be bribing nobody. We're gonna punish these highwaymen like they deserve. And so down here, you've got inorganics and lizards and mechs and undead, but you can find them easier to get to in Say's Tomb. So I wouldn't necessarily farm down here, but you can farm them down here. If you want to change the scenery, of course. Did I learn anything else besides... Okay, just Dark Sphere. Still trying to learn Shadow Servant. So yeah, there's mechs, there's undead. Basically, a lot of the same enemies that you can fight in Say's Tomb are down here. But because it's so far away from a healing location, I don't really recommend it. And it sounds counterintuitive to what I'm about to say, since I want to go here for beasts. But you can get out from here relatively easily, so this is a good place to fight beasts right here. And that's because if you fight the beast, if you have the fairy summon a beast, and you kill the beast, that's what we're going to do here. I may have shown this off, but I want to show it like with the actual intention of showing it off. Because this is how I farm beast monsters. Well, now you're that. Oh, you learn Shadow Servant. Nice. So now we have you focus on Saber, and then we'll have to start learning the rest of the, yeah. Oh wait, we don't need Power Grab now. Yeah, we'll equip Dark Sphere. Although, actually can equip Time Eclipse, but I think for combo purposes we're gonna equip Dark Sphere. Anyway, if you've killed the beast, then another beast will be summoned. If you've ignored the beast and kept going, the fairy will summon something else. So beast is the easiest thing to farm right here. And the beauty of it is, if I'm not mistaken, the fairy goes back and forth with you. So you can just fight the same groups of monsters over and over and over again. I do hope this little demonstration helps somebody, because this is just one of the many ways you can increase your strength here. Oh, plantoids. If you need plantoids, there are again multiple ways to do it, but usually plantoids are fairly easy to find? Question mark. You do have the Bio Research Laboratory, but you gotta remember that your Bio Research Laboratory is of course going to be stronger than you. And you may not be able to fight the enemies there effectively because of that. So if you have to, you can come down here, and the first enemy here is a plantoid. So you can fight it here, and then run out, run back in. Oh, look, it's an actual trap line. So yeah. Plus, you can also use that to get out of here quicker if you're on that end, because it respawns the fairy at the entrance of the first area, and then when you're ready to get out of here, you just have to dodge a few slimes that I'm terrible at dodging them, apparently. Shooting mastery, nice. Now, sadly, it looks like Fuse is not wanting to learn the ability I want him to learn, so I may have to wait on that. I am going to try to get the magic I want mastered on him, which is probably actually going to be not Soul Rune. Well, actually, Soul Rune is probably better. Is it Soul Rune or Awakening? Awakening's the one that makes him cost more, right? Because Soul Rune is the one that costs the life point. Let me see here. Where's you? Yeah, that consumes 1 LP. So I actually want to get Awakening on fuse to save his life points. Let me think. Was there a better place to farm plantoids? I feel like there was. Might be Shingro. The problem... So, you can farm mechs in Shingro as well, but the problem with that is that you have to go pretty deep into the mech ruins in the top right to find a good place for it. I'm trying to think, where else could you go for, like, plantoids and such? There's really not a lot of places, actually, to be honest with you. Let's see, I'm going through the areas in my head here. There's nothing in these two areas. Those are... Because the swamps are lizards. If the swamp is always a higher level, just like the Bio-Research Laboratory, but if you want lizards, there's no other place to find them, because they're always there. I feel like Shingro is probably the best place for plantoids. Oh. Nice. Are you part of the expedition? So what are you doing later? Ugh, I'd recognize that disgusting voice anywhere. Go away, Fuse. Ah, come on, I'm charming. I have work to do. Leave me alone. Let's work together. It would be easier with another pair of hands. Okay, I'll join you. I wonder if Rabbit is over in the garden. I actually need to check that out. So yeah, this area has a bug and bird right in the opening. So this area is not really good for the plants necessarily. There is a good spot for plants inside the wreck. I forget what the ruins that the wrecked plane anyway. Oh, magician, nice. The only problem with farming here in Shingro is there's really... I think you can heal here in the Shingro Palace. I want to say you can at any time. Can't you? Let me see. It's a bit of a trek, but you can... Oh no, you can't go up that way. You're not allowed inside. So yeah, no, you can't even go heal up there. And I think because you're not allowed in the back ways, you can't actually get the stuff over here, can you? Because the button to raise and lower the floor is actually on that side. Yeah, Shinra Palace is kind of useless for those who can't get to it. Is there plants right here? Oh, no, it's a... Oh, yeah, there's a plant right here. So you can farm the plant right there, if you so desire. But you may have to contend with the bird to get to it. But Shingro is, I believe, the same cap as Kurong. Now then, now that we've said that, let's go to Kyo. I need to see. Is Kyo going to be here where he is... Yes! Rabbit! What are you up to, Rabbit? Searching for metal black base. Come with me. There we go. So if you so desire, you can actually run a full Erpo team. That is neat. Now we're only missing one team member. Don't worry though, we'll be getting our final Erpo team member. I am still probably going to be using my team just because of... Well, I don't know. The Erpo team does have a full group of, like, every kind. I didn't realize that, actually, yeah. Fuse and Doll are humans. Silence is Mystic. Rabbit is Mech. And Cotton is Monster. If only Cotton didn't involve having to go through the Bio-Research Laboratory. But hey, that notation, if you so desire, you can actually get all of the members of Erpo together. So hey, maybe do that on your own time there. I'm still gonna stick with my team because of multiple reasons. Although I may I may consider swapping in because mechs don't really have a grinding they have to be done except for abilities, and abilities usually don't take much with mechs. I may consider throwing Rabbit in there because Satellite Linker is just that good. I'll think about that. But until then, we hope to see you again. Later.